This is going to be fairly short and informal, but since the SGF Devices guys have really done right by me with my controllers, I thought I'd make a little showcase real quick of both my previous controller and the controller that they recently provided to me to promo/beta test their new art cases. As a preface, I am not sponsored, and the only thing here that was provided to me free of charge is the second controller with the art case. I purchased the first controller of my own volition and just really love these guys and want to see them succeed, so I figured I'd make a quick video. So this is my previous controller and was my first Leverless. It's the SGF Zappa, which has been discontinued and replaced by the Faust, which is my second controller. But this was basically the earlier version of that, and it's just solid. It's really tiny and thin and incredibly light. I went a little nuts with stickers on the back, because why not? It's got these little feet to prevent it from sliding. On the inside of this one was a Brook UFB Fusion board, so it was natively compatible with PC and PS5, PS4, what have you. And the switches are, I believe, Kale Chalk V2 Reds. I also purchased the purple buttons as replacements independently, and later purchased the pink buttons from SGF when they became available. The art I had to do myself, which is the main thing that I want to talk about in this video. You can see it's starting to peel off a little bit from a lot of use. But I commissioned an artist from the arcade stick, Lukas Martinez. He's awesome, you should hire him. And then just printed out the laminated art at a FedEx, took the lid of the controller off, put the art on, and manually cut all of the holes myself with an X-Acto knife before putting the top of the controller back on. So it looks really good. I was very happy with it, but I mean, it is peeling. It's not super durable. I had to do it myself. I love this controller. It was really good, but it needed an upgrade. And when SGF announced that they were going to be doing art cases, I am one of the lucky few who got to beta test / promo an art case before that was officially announced. So I'm going to hop over to my other controller. This is the SGF Faust, and oh my god, I am obsessed with this thing. Absolutely obsessed with it. A different board on the inside. These are powered by GP2040 CE, so they are not natively compatible with everything, but you can get a Magic Boots, and there's a separate port on the top for the Magic Boots so that you're not getting additional latency from having to go through it. You can just plug the cord in directly here and not have to go through the converter, and it prevents the additional latency. The big thing here is that this is a showcase of SGF's new art cases, and oh my god, I wish video did this justice. I commissioned the same artist, who I already knew was good, but SGF made this look absolutely insane. It's raised and textured in various places. It feels rough on this part. The Commander Shepard here is like slightly raised, which you can feel at the edges. All the buttons are glossy, and they somehow can print on the buttons now, which is nuts. It is the same switches as the Zappa. It feels just as good as the Zappa. It works wonderfully on PS5, but the art case is really something else. I mean, right down to being able to print on these tiny, tiny little option buttons at the top. Any art you want to get on one of these is just going to look absolutely fantastic. I screamed when I opened it. And you also can just scan for manual right on the back, which is awesome when I've had to change the input mode on plugin for switching from PS5 to PC. And you get a Made in the USA with Love by Monkeys. They also went ahead and labeled mine FemChep Special Edition 1 of 1, which I didn't know was going to happen and is really cool. This is, again, raised and glossy. The whole Shep here raised, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. It plays as fantastic as ever, and it's so freaking pretty. I mean, I love bringing this to locals. I love playing on it. It's awesome. There are some additional features with the Faust that I'm not going to get into as much. You can buy foot pedals with this if you want to map your drive impact to your feet. You can do that. It can connect up to 2 foot pedals. And what I will show real quick is that this has LEDs in the buttons, unlike the Zappa. And those LEDs will show up perfectly fine through whatever art you have printed on the buttons as well. That can all be configured in the web config for the board, which directions for that are available on SGF's website and readily available on Google if you want to look it up that way. So I went ahead and looked up the hex codes for approximately Paragon and Renegade colors in Mass Effect, and these are red, and the rest of these are blue. I'm just going to plug it in real quick to show that. And there you have it. Shout out to the new right angle cable that SGF also provided with this, because that is so much easier with getting around different setups at locals. You can change the buttons to whatever color you want, right down to a hex code, and also have them change to a different color on press. So I have mine all going off-white on press. But, I mean, it's gorgeous. I love it. I think you should get one. As I said, not sponsored. I just really like to recommend things I like, and this controller is awesome. If you've never gotten the Leverless before, if you've never played on anything but a console controller, this is a really good way to potentially get into it. They keep these things fairly affordable. I believe I got my Zappa on sale for like $150, and the Faust is, I believe, or Faust, I don't play Guilty Gear, however you pronounce this. It's a little bit less expensive than the Zappa because of the different board. And then it's just the additional charge for if you want to do the ARC cases, which I honestly think is 100% worth it. And you can commission an artist for less than you might think. I paid, I believe, $35 to Carlos Lucas Martinez from the Arcade Stick for this art, and that's including the art on the back as well. So I really can't say enough good things. Love the monkeys at SGF. Thank you guys for the great customer service, the great products, and all the support in my FGC journey as well. You guys rock, and I hope you sell a ton of these.